The man accused of murdering 5-year-old April Jones has claimed that he accidentally knocked her down in his car as he began giving evidence at his trial. Mark Bridger insisted he'd never had any sexual contact with her. He denies abducting and murdering April, who vanished near her home in October last year. Her body has never been found. Our Home Affairs correspondent Andy Davis was in court.
Mark Bridger being brought to court this morning on the 16th day of his trial. Shortly afterwards followed the parents of the 5-year-old girl he's accused of murdering in Machynlleth on the 1st of October last year. The girl Mark Bridger referred to frequently in his evidence today as Little April. This is the estate in Machynlleth where Mark Bridger ended up that evening and where April Jones was out playing with her 7-year-old friend. For the first time today, Mark Bridger stood before the court, before April's parents, and gave his account of what happened. It was an accident, he said. April was beneath his Land Rover as he pulled out of the estate. Her body was limp, he recalled, and spoke of trying to give her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. As he continued, April's mother Coral left the public gallery. Mark Bridger says he was drunk at the time, panicking, and drove the 5-year-old away from the estate to find help. He says he remembers little of what happened later that night, other than taking off and washing a jumper and laying April down on the floor of his home.
Mr. Bridger, did you abduct April Jones?
No, there was no intention of abducting April Jones.
Did you have any kind of sexual contact with April Jones that night?
No, none at all.
Did you deliberately kill April Jones that night?
No, I didn't.
Mark Bridger spoke of his background in South London, his 6 children from various relationships, and previous convictions for theft, assault and possession of a firearm, among others. His voice faltered occasionally. At one point he appeared to wipe away tears. As for his collection of indecent images of children, he said he was storing them in order to warn the internet companies. By mid-afternoon it was time for the cross-examination to begin, and the tone of the questioning changed markedly. Elwyn Evans, QC for the prosecution, turned to face Mark Bridger. "Where is April?" she asked him. "I don't know," he replied. "What did you do with April's body?" she continued. "I don't know," he said. He was a man who lied through his teeth, said Elwyn Evans, citing his previous unfounded claims of a military background. "It's not just that you lie about it," she said to Mark Bridger. "You weave a complex web of lies, don't you?" "No," replied the defendant. His cross-examination is expected to continue tomorrow.
Andy Davis reporting when